We seem to be skipping there, apparently. But anyhow, welcome to the show. Hey, we're back. It's Thursday, June 27th, debate night tonight, of course, the clown show, as we call it. But we have the pregame to the clown show.
Yay!
To my left,
mirrored
over that way, we have Grace, of course, and our own master debater, Terry, right over here. You will never
Facts.
you will never see both of Terry's hands on screen at the same time. I'm just saying. See, there's one. You won't see the other one at the same time. It's busy. See, the other one's taking care of business. It's the way it goes.
It's Louise, you guys.
And Johnny was concerned about a sign that says "fuck."
Yeah.
Who cares? Yeah, seriously. We're all good. Hey, listen, The Microphone Insider. Check us out on our brand new website, themicrophoneinsider.com. You can also watch the show there now, past shows as well. All of our events that we have put together. We only do 5 or 6 per year. We don't want to inundate you with a lot of events, but this is how we fund the show. Instead of asking for money through Patreon like some people do, we just put on workshops and give you education that you would normally get someplace else. And that pays for scholarships to conferences. It pays for prizes and things that we're giving away during our 12K Christmas giveaway, Christmas in July giveaway. It pays for the platform for us to be here. So take advantage of that. We do have tickets for sale right now for Ann Ganguza. If you ever thought about getting into medical or e-learning corporate reads, the money is in medical and in e-learning for that matter. And she's the queen of it. So if you would like to get involved, I just checked. We're down to just 4 tickets. Like 2 days ago, we had like 8 or 9. And all of a sudden, we're down to 4 tickets. So
Sign up.
Sign up while you can. That's going to happen on July 31st. So like 5 weeks from yesterday, something like that. So you have plenty of time. You can also be a looky-loo if you want. But that works all right. 5 weeks from yesterday? I don't know. You can also be a looky-loo and an auditor. Am I wrong?
No, I think you're right.
It's the 31st, then 5 weeks from yesterday.
5 weeks from yesterday.
I don't math. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4. I am spot on, by the way. I am spot
sweet.
on.
Okay.
5
Yeah,
weeks from
Jim
yesterday.
doing maths.
Yeah.
I'm not smarter than a 5th grader. All right.
I finally got it. Yeah, but you got orientation over whatever the hell I said it was, justification. So together we make a 5th grader.
Yep, that's why we're the trio.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. All right, let's just get the show going because we want to be out of here in time. Put your questions in the chat if you would. Please put a Q in front of your question if you have any. It makes it easier for us to find it. Bev has never met you, Johnny.
I saw that earlier. It's astounding to me. How is that possible?
That's
We'll
crazy.
get to all that.
Wow. You're in for a treat, Bev. That's for sure.
All right, so we talked about...
And so is Johnny, for that matter.
Yeah, he is. Bev's stellar. So we talked about the events we have going on. We're only advertising the one right now. J. Michael Collins is coming in September as well. We'll talk about that on the next show. We talked about... Well, we're going to talk more about 12K giveaway. How's that? Christmas in July.
I love it. God.
Man, I just want to thank everybody on this list, first of all. Not one person even hesitated. Not one person said, well, I'm kind of busy. Everybody
I'll get back to you. Let me
on.
think about it. Nope. It was like, yep. Let me think about it. Yep.
The concept is, the food banks ask for food mostly during the holidays. But they need food all throughout the summertime as well. When I was doing radio, we always would have food drives then. My thought was, there's a lot of Christmas giveaways. Why not do some kind of summer giveaway? And what better time than Christmas in July? And it just so happens that July 25th is organically a Thursday in one of our shows that was already scheduled when we first scheduled these back last year. So on that day, we're going to spin the big wheel of names.
Tell them what they'll win, Jim.
Well, you want to start, Terry? Start from the bottom and work your way up.
All right.
Take 5 or 6 of them.
Well, at the bottom, it just says 2 hours animation coaching session.
Okay, that is with Brock Powell. Brock Powell He's a very talented coach and voice actor. Does a lot of Disney stuff. He's more or less Kristen Piva's right-hand man when it comes to doing demos with JMC now. So he's a good guy. Yeah.
And next up on the list, we got Troy Holden donating 2 fully produced demo spots. And for anyone that is looking for an update or refresh of their demo, that is a great way to get a great demo spot. Like it'll change your entire demo if you're just looking for a little update.
Yeah, change one or two
Great.
and change the order, and you have a brand new demo.
Absolutely. After that, we got Paul Schmidt offering a 1-year membership to VO Pro, and that will teach you soup to nuts on how to do your marketing the right way. Get your word out there, and get some money coming in. After that, we got my man Trey Mosley. He donated 1 hour coaching promo or narration. If you don't know who Trey Mosley is, you need to.
And you have to say it like that too. You have to say it like my man. Trey,
my man. Yes, like my man, Trey Mosley. When you do it, and he's one of the hottest names in voiceover right now. Really, if you don't know, no. Grace, take over.
Deborah Stitt is offering her Take My Lead course and handouts. This is gold. I've taken it a couple of times. She basically teaches you not how to market, but who to market to, how to find their information, how to access those people. And it's really gold. The handouts are amazing. 1 hour coaching session with, promo or narration. Who's doing that? 1 hour coaching session, promo or narration.
That's Trey Mosley.
Oh, Trey.
Okay, no. Sorry, David Walsh. Dave Walsh.
Oh, Dave Walsh. Okay, Truth Tell.
Dave
Very
Walsh.
cool. All right. Love Dave. TMI and Jordan Reynolds, Apollo Solo and Jordan's Apollo Class. Jim, talk about that one because that's huge.
Well, I mean,
I guess TMI is donating the Apollo Solo, and then Jordan Reynolds is donating his entire Audio Ninja Masterclass to help you set it up. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Actually, I think I typed this wrong. He has the Ninja class. He's doing one of them, and he also has his Apollo specific.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So what we're doing?
You didn't type it wrong. I just said it wrong. I got him confused.
What we're doing is we're taking the Apollo Solo that we're donating, brand new UA Apollo Solo, and we're coupling it with Jordan's class. So one person is not only going to get a kick-ass interface, but they're going to get the information and knowledge how to run that kick-ass interface.
Jordan Reynolds, it's right above it. He's offering the Audio Ninja Masterclass. Very cool. Kim Herden.
He's doing that in addition to there's 2 prizes there from
correct.
Jordan,
Okay. Kim Herden 1 hour coaching session. On video games, animation, or commercial. Oh man, why can't I win some of this stuff? All right, VO book and 15-minute audition prep session. I know who that is. Mark Cashman.
Yeah,
the man. How cool is that? He offers those. Classes for people who have a big audition. Cool. Fernando Pyers is giving away a DSP mic hero.
2 of them.
Very cool. Jen Henry, my girl. Okay, 1 hour coaching session. She's amazing. Jason Lettingham, super cool guy. 1 hour character coaching session. He's awesomely talented. Oh, and he's giving away 2 of those?
He's giving away a character and a commercial. 2 different
right. I'm sorry.
1 commercial, 1 character.
Gotcha. Cool. Oh, Coach Tim, 1 hour coaching session. Oh, man, that's life-changing. All right, Jim, you can take away. You can take it home.
All right, Brad Hyland. We all know Brad. He's Charlie the Tuna. He's Santa Claus with Elf on the Shelf. He's going to teach you how to book on the Play to Plays. Tom Antonellis, 1 hour coaching session on dialects. Kristen Paiva, my girl. She's we want to do something special with Kristen. She wanted to bump it up a bit. So we're going to have 6 winners. And she's going to have a 90-minute workshop with those 6 winners.
Whew. How cool is that, man?
How cool is that? Tina Marasco, going to give us one of her video libraries giveaway. Chris Zellman, $500 off a commercial demo.
I know Terry wants to say it. Cliffy.
Cliffy.
Actually, I think that's $500 off any demo, but I'll check. But it's $500 off a demo. Cliff is also doing 2 hour coaching session. Commercial, video game, or automotive. I believe that's 2 1 hour sessions for 2 winners. Dave Fenoy is giving away 3 or 4 50-minute coaching sessions. Liz Atherton, I think she's given us 2 or 3 Cast Voices Pro memberships to give away. Uncle Roy, two winners, 1 hour of tech support, and that tech support that can be used towards your 2 hour miraculous life-changing session with Uncle Roy. The one where he keeps his pants on.
Aww.
Yeah, you don't get a free hour of Pantless Roy. You want Pantless Roy? You got to pay for Pantless Roy. And this whole Christmas in July thing, I reached out to J. Michael Collins when we first thought about this, because being in radio, you always think about a sponsor. You always think about somebody that's going to give you that prize or give you the money to get that prize. So I talked to JMC, and he's donated a non-broadcast narration demo of your choice.
How
effing
awesome
cool is all that?
is that?
Oh, amazing. Wow, guys.
How do I win these prizes, you may say? Or you may not say,
Tell
but
them.
go to our website, themicrophoneinsider.com, and click on the link at the very top. It's free to enter, my friends. You just got to give us your name and your email address so we can spin the wheel of names and email you if you win. And then on...
What's that price again, Jim?
That's FREE, free.
Wow.
Free. So all you need, but wait, there's more. If you do it now, it's free. So if you, anyhow, on the 25th, we're going to have our regular show time, 8 o'clock Eastern. It'll probably go later than 9 o'clock, but we're just going to sit there. No guests, no Terry can cook it, you can too. No banter bullshit at the beginning. We're just going to spin that wheel, start spinning names and give away prizes. Stuff. Right.
Get it in there.
Speaking of Terry can cook shit, you can too. Why don't we just hop right into that?
If Terry can cook it, you can too. His friends are his reason to bring food to you. Chef Briscoe Power, bringing dinner to yours and mine.
Woo! Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. Woo. Thanks, Mike. All right, T-Bone, what are we doing today?
I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that up every time. Today, we're going to get you drunk. We got a 3-ingredient pina colada for the summer. And when I tell you that this is delicious and easy, you're not going to believe how delicious and easy this is. What you need is you need one. There you go. Jam it. You need one 52-ounce bottle of pineapple juice or more. You need 1 cup of cream of coconut, and you need a pint of silver rum of your choice. I chose the Don Cool, or more. I chose the Don Cool. Shout out to my man Jorge Rivera. So steps, look how easy this is. You pour about a quarter of the bottle of pineapple juice in a separate container. Save that for later. Marinate, whatever you're gonna do with it. You then replace that with 1 cup of cream of coconut inside the container. And you shake what your mama gave you until it's fully blended all the way through. Pour that over ice and serve.
Terry. So I pour about a quarter of the bottle of pineapple juice out. I add a cup of cream of coconut, and then I shake.
Yes.
Do we just throw the rum away?
No, you put the rum in there too. You finish the rest of obviously you put the rest of it to the top with rum.
I'm a guy that follows directions, Terry. I'd be drinking for days and have no effect whatsoever.
Well, if you want a virgin pina colada, there you go. We don't want virgin pina coladas. So we want to pour I pour a pint of that silver rum in the bottle, and you should be ready to rock.
No garnish this week, Terry. I'm very disappointed.
No garnish this week.
You are usually... Oh!
He doesn't need one.
Very nice. All right, you guys ready for it? You guys all participated. You helped me out. Brand new segment. Grace hasn't even seen this yet.
WTF, Grace?
WTF, Grace?
WTF, Grace?
WTF, Grace?
What?
Exactly.
What did you do? That's amazing.
It's so
Guys,
awesome.
man, I want to know each and every person who did. Wow, that's so cool, y'all. Okay, yeah.
Weird true facts with Grace.
Yeah. So I found this and I had to Google it and research it and fact check it. But apparently, when a polar bear and a grizzly bear mate, it is called a pizzly bear. And
a pizzly bear?
A pizzly bear. Or a growler bear, right? And it's real. It's a real thing. It's happening in Alaska and Canada. Because polar bears are endangered, they're finding a way. I mean, nature's going to find a way. So polar bears have been mating with grizzly bears in Alaska and Canada, and they're calling the result a Pizzly bear. Or a
Look at
polar
that
bear.
guy.
Oh.
And I mean, I had never heard of that. Apparently there's like a liger. Terry was talking about a liger.
Yeah, liger, half tiger, half tiger, half lion. Yeah. What other animals would be cool if they mated? Like an elephant rabbit. That'd be kind of cool.
What about a zebra alligator? What would that even look like?
A striped lizard. Huh.
Cricket's terrified.
Well, let's stay within the same species, I guess. What about a Great Dane and a Shih Tzu? That'd be a great shit.
Ooh. Randy is gonna love that. Dang it! Love that joke. Please. I need to keep y'all separated.
You really do.
No,
All right, so
cool. Kat says bear facts are my favorite facts.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. If you're an Office fan, you know what I'm talking about. All right, listen, let's get things rolling. Thanks, Grace. Weird true facts. It's actually supposed to be wacky true facts, and if I think about it, I'll change it before next time. But I love the what the fuck. Thank you guys for last minute last night. I put the call out
so
on
much.
the
That
page.
was so cool.
And I got like 7 or 8 more today that I wasn't able to integrate because I already took care of it. So, but thank you guys. I'll definitely appreciate it. All right, let me. I'm going to do this right this week. Why start now? I know.
About time.
Let me pull up the Johnny Heller intro. I always get these intros and I never read them, and I'm like, okay, fine. And then I'm like, okay, this person needs no intro, so I won't give them one. But not today,
Nice
my
save.
friends. What's that?
Nice save.
I'm just talking, trying to waste time as I'm trying to find the thing. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you thought that the Pizzly was amazing, or a Lygra, or an elephant rabbit, or even a great shit, you're going to really enjoy our next guest because he is so much better than a great shit. He was named the Golden Voice Lifetime Achievement Award winner. One of the Johnny. This is just off the top of my head, man. I didn't pre-plan all this. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. One of the highest honors in the audiobook industry. He's a Lifetime Achievement Award winner back in 2019. He has recorded over 1,000 audiobooks. I haven't even read 1,000 books. In every genre, 4-time Audie Award winner, 16-time nominee. His Winnie the Pooh won the 2023 Communicator Award. He's won 4 SOVAS Awards, an Odyssey Award. Man, you must have no shelf space in your house whatsoever. 50 Earphone Awards. I've got plenty of shelf space, Johnny, if you need help. The list goes on and on. He was named one of the top 50 voices of the 20th century by Audiofile magazine. I was named one of the top 50 people to avoid in Pedophile magazine. Heller was given voice to hundreds of commercials. In my defense, in my defense, I was working for a doctor's office of children. It was a pediatric, and I was doing filing, so I thought pediatrician, pedophiling. I didn't know. I entered and I won. He's a veteran in the world of stand-up comedy, television, improv. He's an internationally known audiobook and acting coach, and his workshops are considered game-changing. With all that being said, we are now out of time. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks when we have Michael J. Collins on with us. Enjoy the break, guys. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, if you would, please. Someone I just met today for the first time, Johnny Heller. Hello, Johnny. How are you, sir?
Hello, you guys.
Thank you for being here. This is awesome.
I have to tell you, in all honesty, 2 things. One, I'm not better than a great shit, and the coming of the Pizzly bear, I think, is a sign of the end times. It's in the Bible, I think. Yeah.
You know, in the long run, Johnny, you are a good shit. But then
Thank
again,
you very much. Yeah.
Who doesn't like a long runny good shit?
That's. I had no idea what I was getting into when I said yes to this. Next time, I'll
Welcome.
think this through. Yeah.
Next time, I'll avoid your phone call.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if you guys have any questions for Johnny on audiobooks or where he keeps all his awards, put them in our chat. We'll pull them up online here. Put a Q in front of your question if you would. It makes it easier for me to sift through all the banter. So,
And just, I didn't keep any. I have all the Earphone Awards in an envelope. I don't, and I have maybe 2 trophies, and I have a bunch of baseball trophies. I don't have any. I didn't buy the trophies.
Oh,
How
you
cool
get the
is that?
hardware. I
Okay.
gotcha.
Yeah, when you win, you gotta buy the trophy. And I don't mind spending the money,
Holy
but
hell.
I live in Manhattan, and there's only so much room. So if I get a trophy, I've got Joanna's got to move out.
Yeah.
Johnny rents his shelf
You
out
can't
to a
have
small
that.
Cambodian family.
Yeah, that's
So,
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got a family of 6 living in my bedroom. Yeah.
That's funny. That's so funny. Let's get right to the questions today because we've been dying to have Johnny on here. When we
Yeah,
first started talking
man.
about doing this podcast back in what was it, November or late October of last year, there was one condition made about J. Michael Collins, and that's going to come to fruition hopefully in 2 weeks. And the other condition was Grace said we have to have Johnny Heller on the show. And I'm like, who the hell's Johnny Heller?
Yeah.
He has the word hell in his name. Okay, fine.
Seriously?
I mean, I heard of Johnny Heller, but it's not a big secret. I have never read for an audiobook. I never want to. I never aspire to. I never will look to. So why would I take a workshop or find out about things that Johnny Heller's doing with audiobooks? But now
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
He just
'cause
wasn't
I saw,
on your
he
radar, but yeah.
no, I saw him on
he's
Dave Fenoy's show a couple months ago.
That's awesome.
And I was like, man, he's
Mhm.
a funny motherfucker. So
Mhm.
let's get him on the show.
It's on. It's atop of my resume, but it probably was cut off when I sent it to you. Funny motherfuckers, right on the yeah.
Speaking of that,
Yes.
I would like to know how you got started in stand-up comedy. Like when and how and where. And a lot of
That
people
was-
don't know that about you, that you did stand-up comedy, and it makes
Yeah, I
perfect
made
sense.
a living for. I was in Chicago, and I'd done a lot of stuff at Second City and improv, and I had my own company for a while. And then I decided to do my own thing, doing stand-up. So I started and did pretty well. So I made a living. I traveled for like 3-4 years in the Midwest mostly. Then I carried on both when I went to LA and in New York, I did it. And after a while, I stopped doing it because I started getting other work. And what happened was the comics who you thought would be really fun to hang out with are not. They're just sad people.
I
Oh,
can
they're
imagine.
either in a 12-step program or they just got out of the program.
Or they need to be in a fucking 12-step
Exactly.
program.
No,
Yeah.
seriously.
A lot
Yeah,
of
so-
them are very
yeah.
tortured people. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And yeah,
That's
so
where the
it's
comedy comes from.
Yeah, I like to make people laugh, but I don't want to make them. I don't want all that
Yeah, right.
pain. So yeah, so it was fine. A great time. Did pretty well, and then other things came up. I had some life things that are sad that made me stop it for a while, but I never. So I continued. My best run of being an actor was when I was doing a show in Chicago. We do the show, and I'd be done at 10. Then I'd go out to the suburbs near O'Hare and do a bunch of sets. Hang on, my dog wants in. Hold on. All right, come in.
That's all right.
Come on.
Puppy.
Come on. Okay.
All puppies are
There
welcome.
he is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So anyway, so that was great. And then
Disney.
went to LA and I got around, and so I just kept doing that, and then the voiceover thing just kind of happened. So I was doing voiceover. I was doing everything at once, but it was nice. It was fun.
Very cool.
How did
All right,
you
we
get
have a-
into
Why, that
the
stopped you.
voiceover? Was it one of those you have an interesting voice and someone, I
When
don't
I
mean to
was,
be
yeah.
insulting, but you do have a very unique voice and you use it well and you're very expressive. How did you get even on how did voiceover get on your radar?
When I was studying acting in a 3-year program after college in Chicago, my guru at the time was one of those voice of God guys. I think he did La Machine by Moulinex back in the 70s or something. And we had agents come to our studio to watch us do Shakespeare and things. I was a Shakespeare student, so they liked the sound of my voice and said, "You're really quirky. You should do some voiceover stuff." So I did, and I started working all the time, and that's how I went to New York. As an agent here that wanted me, so they paid for me to come to New York. So I did that. I did a lot of cartoon stuff when I was in LA, and then it just happened. And I'll be honest, when I did the audiobook thing, I thought that was another like a side job, like tending bar, just something to keep you going. But
Okay.
it ended up to be, it checked off everything I love except for The only thing audiobooks don't do for me, well, two things. It's not as much money as I'd like, and the other thing is the immediacy of an audience response.
Yeah.
You know, when you do stand up and you say, right away if your material is working. You know, I've never bombed, but I have had to change my whole set, given the audience response or lack thereof. You see, I've got to have enough material to move.
Yeah.
I did stand up for about 15 years in Boston and down in New York here and there a bit. And yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, you know, it's a different energy, and to get that reaction from somebody, and that's the one thing that's really lacking in voiceover. I found is the feedback. You know, whether it's whether it's a laugh, a moan, a cry, "You suck, get off stage." At least it's some sort of feedback. You know, it's not just an empty void throwing stuff out there, which was always the biggest thing that bothered me about voiceover. Sharon has a question for you. Any plans to bring another workshop to Northern VA? May I recommend another stellar brewery or the same stellar brewery that you were at before?
Yes.
Yes.
I was, the brewery was fun.
Yeah.
Well, I like Stephanie. She's lovely, and she had a great brew pub. I like here's the thing: if we go out again, usually it's Sean, Pratt, and I, and Joanna, and we'll see who else comes. But there has to be enough people to justify me going. The advantage to and also Sharon, just I didn't know I was in Northern Virginia. I have no sense of geography. I didn't know where. I knew I was in Virginia, but I don't know where.
Same.
But my friend Bill and Joy Lord lived there in by Fredericksburg, so it was fine to see them. So right now I don't have anything set for next year except for my Splendiferous workshop in New York and another destination workshop. This year we went to New Orleans. We might go to Santa Fe or something next year, but I will consider another Virginia workshop because I really had a good time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah.
Andy P. Johnny, thank you for coming on. What makes an audio project satisfying to you?
The check.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, it's got you want to do something that's I kind of like when there's subject verb agreement and it doesn't change from first to third person point of view with no reason at all. I like it. I like a good story. I mean, it's got to be, gosh, not every book and every story is well written, but the narrator has to tell it as though it is. And it's interesting. Here we are. We can editorialize about everything we've ever done here. But when you're doing the job, whether it's a commercial or e-learning or anything, your job is to do the job, and not, in your opinion, no one gives a rat's ass. So what makes it great is a story that I can enjoy telling, as opposed to when I'm thinking, oh, God, another page of this,
Another paycheck. Damn it.
Yeah, damn it. Oh, what am I going to do with all this money? Yeah.
Kat wants to know what's your favorite genre of audiobook to perform and why.
I like thriller and noir stuff because that's where I tend to gravitate to and I enjoy it. There's a certain style about it that I quite enjoy. I also enjoy history, particularly military history or Western history, because that's what I studied in college. I like politics, and I like anything that's allegedly, hopefully funny.
Cool. When I took your class at Mavo, when you were talking about the crime noirs, it was literally one of the best classes I've ever taken at any conference. And I've used that information that I got in all genres that I've worked in.
Well, I'm so happy to hear that. Thanks. Because I was
cool.
I was just bullshitting. Yeah.
Bev Standing, who I can't believe you guys have never met together. You guys haven't met
I know. I feel like I know her because I've known about her forever.
Well, she's starting to do, she just did her voice audition, her first audiobook audition last week, and she wants to know when starting out, how do you determine what genre to select?
The easiest way is there's a million, you create demos in the genres you want to work in. So you need to have, I guarantee if you walk into Barnes & Noble or Borders or the library, your feet will take you to the books you like. It's automatic. You know what you like. And you have to think about, well, can I get hired for this? Do I have a voice that'll work in this particular genre? So you can determine the genre you select first because it's what you like. And second, it's not like a medical profession where you just stick with, pediatrics or something. Yeah, it's a wide range. When I started, and I still do, almost everything except erotica, because no one wants to hear me talk dirty. But when you pick your genres, You listen to me, for God's sakes. I get embarrassed saying half the things people talk about. When you pick the genres you like, it's what you like and what you sound like. I don't know what you sound like because we haven't met, but I guarantee you know the things you want to do, and you should do demos because a lot of this work blows. So pick stuff that's at least fun. You know, if you don't like military history, don't do a demo in it.
You want to know what Bev sounds like? Just listen to TikTok from 6 years ago.
Yeah, just listen.
Basically.
I almost went there myself, and I didn't.
Gracious. Oh, leave it to
Right.
Jim. Yeah.
I know the story.
Maybe the gym.
Yeah.
Hi, here I am reading your book for you.
That's
Uh,
if only
Grace.
I'd known.
Yeah, great. Steve has a
Steve
question.
Ward would like to know, since I always hear that doing audiobooks is a marathon, what is your best advice to develop the stamina to do it?
You know, I hear that a lot. Here's the thing. Usually you get that from people who do, because I do a lot of commercial voiceover, it did anyway, which, you know, they're 15, 30, 45, or 60 seconds. So, yeah, anything longer than a minute and a half is a marathon if you're used to doing a 15-second spot. However, in that 15, if you're working with talent, the talent directors and the client and stuff, that 15-minute spot can take 3 hours to get right. That's more of a marathon than any audiobook, I think. The idea of stamina is, look, you need to be totally connected to whatever the book's about, to the story you're telling throughout. So stamina really depends on how long you're going to keep your interest and keep our interest to keep us engaged. Anytime, I think if you work, people are saying, I was in the booth 6 hours today. Well, how much time did you really get? 15 minutes. Well, that's not really good productivity there. If you're going to do something, if you're in a booth for an hour, you should get out every 10 minutes in the booth, stretch out, take it easy. Or if you're in the middle of telling a story about some guy fighting an evil wizard or something, and you're thinking about a tuna sandwich, I would argue you're not in the moment. It's not stamina, it's just attention. So I think you need, as long as you can keep connected to the author's truth, that's what you want. And it's not stamina as much as it is acting. I mean, look at what Broadway actors do. 8 shows, 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Saturday, or Sunday. Come on, that's stamina.
All
For
right,
God's
follow-up
sake.
question.
Kids today with their damn. Okay, sorry, I was getting ready for the debate.
That's all right.
Yes, and-
We have the
my.
best follow-up question. It's an incredible question. It's probably one of the best questions I've been told ever asked by Steve. It's a follow-up question.
It's a great question about China.
Yeah. What would you probably be doing if you weren't narrating, doing audiobooks?
At this moment or in a general way?
Time?
I guess
Whoa.
I'd be rolling with something to get ready for tonight. If I wasn't narrating, what would I be doing? The only other thing I really enjoyed doing was when I was a newspaper reporter. So I'd probably be in journalism.
Cool. Oh, wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or that or just writing.
All right, Grace.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Lorna Halverson. Hi, Lorna. She would like to know, I'd like to update my audiobook demo. Can I make my own or do I need to hire a producer?
You don't need to hire. Well, here's the deal. If you're working from your own home studio and that's where your work comes from, that's where the demo should be made. So that is home studio stuff because that's what you're going to be recording from. So people want to hear what that sounds like. You may not need a producer, but you might want to hire someone like me or Paul Rubin or Sean Pratt or Joanna Perrin or anybody to direct it for you or to go over the pieces with you.
Mm-hmm.
You need to understand what an audiobook demo needs to be, how many you need, what needs to be in the demo. So I would work with a coach just to find out what the demo should be to help you get hired because it's very competitive. And even once a demo just demonstrates what you can do. That's the whole point of it. And it demonstrates what you can do at this moment in time in this space. This is what I do.
Cool.
Once the demo's heard, then someone else still have to audition for the gig.
Hmm?
So, but I think you should talk to a coach or somebody about what makes a good audiobook demo and then make them.
And now for something completely weird and different from Kat. Kat likes dog interruptions.
Yeah.
Her favorite interruptions.
Well,
from someone named Kat.
Well,
Fair enough.
my dog's
enough,
farting
Kat.
now. I don't think you'd enjoy that at all. Okay.
Andy wants to know, what have been the tough to learn lessons that you have encountered in audiobooks?
don't eat food that gives you dietary issues prior to your session.
Makes sense.
Because there,
Ding.
yeah, that's one thing.
I have a ding.
Yeah, don't. That's really pleasant. That's, I'd hoped for that noise.
Let me turn that down a little. There we go.
Jeez.
Better?
That's better. That's much better.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll try not to say anything else that engenders a ding on your part. Let's see.
Good luck.
Yeah, I guess tough to learn lessons is I don't know if I had tough to learn lessons. They all seem logical to me. Like treat your business like a business. It's very fun. People are really wonderful, but it's a small world, and you have one chance to make a first impression, to make a good one. If you're an asshole, don't let people know right away. You know, they'll find out eventually, but don't play that card right in front. So things like that. I think just typical good business ideas, and treat the people who you want the job from, the guys who are auditioning, they want you to get the gig. They like you. They want, so everybody's on your team. You just have to understand that there's a lot of people want the job you want for some reason. And you may or may not get it. So and it's okay. Audition, do the best you can, and then carry on.
Johnny, I need to take a quick commercial break from our sponsor. If you would just hold on for one moment. Terry and Grace, like, what are you talking about? It's because I forgot something. I'm just trying to play it off like a sponsor. And
Sure.
Andy P. reminded me of this.
Oh, yeah.
We have our TMI Conference Award winners sending 2 people to One Voice Dallas.
Tell them what they've won.
I just did. Should I tell them who won instead?
Can we get a ding?
Yeah,
Where's that ding?
Yeah.
I get you a dang. Hold on. How about? There we go.
Nice.
There it is.
This is probably better for Terry. Here we go. All right, cool. Anyhow, we're sending 2 people full weekend passes to One Voice Dallas with the TMI Conference Award. Big thanks and shout out again to our buddy Scott Parkin, who donated his time and put on a crazy fun class with us. And 100% of that money went to buying these tickets for you guys. So our winners are, I already did the drum roll, Jonathan Jono Eubanks and Andrew Parkin. I saw Andy P, and I imagine that's Andrew Parkins. If it's not,
Yep,
sorry, Andy P.
it is.
You did not
Yep.
win, but all right. So yeah, congratulations, guys. I'll be contacting you probably tomorrow, and we'll get you the information, and we'll get you guys up and over to One Voice Dallas. And here's the deal, though. I'm going to be there. So number one, I want to meet you guys in person. I want to take a picture, and also while you guys are there, maybe you could be our photographer and take some pictures and, do our social media for us. Maybe buy me breakfast and lunch and some drinks. Anyhow, back to our regularly scheduled show with Johnny Heller. All right, Johnny, more questions from the Peanut Gallery. How's that?
Excellent.
All right, Cindy Burns. She said, well, first of all, Cindy had a great comment. She said there's a debate tonight. We need alcohol.
Gosh.
Would you recommend against attempting an audiobook without experience in any other genre? Like if you didn't do commercials or animation or video games, would you go right into audiobooks?
Yeah, yes. Okay, what difference does it make if you've never done e-learning? If you're going to want to do audiobooks, who cares? It never comes up. Here's what I would suggest, and this is for everything, whether it's commercials, e-learning, any damn thing. This is acting. So I would suggest that if you never took an acting class, never took an improv class, never did community theater, never did anything about acting, somebody just told you had a nice voice, take some acting classes. This is acting. It's simple as that. And it'll change you for the better, regardless if you become a damn librarian, if you become a door-to-door kidney dialysis machine salesman, it'll still be better. Take acting classes. So
First
yes.
thing I say when people ask, what do I do to get into VO? 3 things you need to do: coaching, and coaching.
Yep. And it just in general, just for God's sakes, especially in audiobooks is an absolute art of acting. You're telling a story. You're playing, particularly in fiction, you're playing all these characters, and you're creating the story in the listener's mind. You have that's an acting skill, not just a voice skill.
Terry.
Cat Jade Jarvie would like to know, what would you not recommend doing if you want to do audiobooks?
Drinking glass. Let's see. If you, what would you?
Heroin?
Don't shoot up too much. What would you not recommend doing? If you wanna do
Everything in moderation.
Yeah, that's right. That's kind of pretty much. I don't know what specific I would suggest you don't do. I would not send a note to the Penguin Random House and say, "What the fuck? Where's my book?" I wouldn't do that.
WTF, Grace?
Yeah. I can't imagine anyone doing anything that's so. Yeah, here's the thing: no matter what you do, like I just did my e-learning demo with J. Michael Collins, so I'm not known in the e-learning world yet. But when I start reaching out, I will be. But that's going to be a small world too.
Right.
What you don't want to do is everything that can give you a bad name. I'll say it again. You have one chance to make a first impression, and it's so important to make a professional one. And it's certainly okay to say, I'm not sure if this is the right way to do something. And you can treat some of the people you're contacting as potential mentors and ask for their help, especially in the audiobook world. I know in the voiceover world in general, audiobooks in specific, so wonderful, so helpful, so caring about the community as a whole. I mean, look at this show these guys are doing. It's because they care. They gave you free tickets to Dallas. Well, I don't know if they gave you, but they're giving you all this stuff. That's the community we live in. So what I would not recommend you doing is anything that would upset the delicate balance and goodness and good nature of our community.
Guys, I have it on record. We're going to put that for a quote. These guys are doing great things. ... Johnny Heller.
That's right. That's right.
There you go.
With the following exceptions. Yeah, that's right.
Grace. And don't do heroin. Grace.
I think that's DF Raisin, yeah?
That's DF. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you had to pick only one area to work in just for the next 365 days, what would it be and why?
Hawaii.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
One area to work in. I mean, that's improv.
Aruba.
Yeah.
Well, here, if it can't be noir, because here's the deal. If you're assuming it's work that I want to consistently get, because let's say I say comedy, noir, whatever, pick one of these genres, the genre that I know I'll get to continue working in. I froze. Am I still frozen?
No, you're good.
Okay. On my screen it froze. Anyway, the genre to pick if you want to work is lit RPG, because the people who write that stuff don't write a book. They write a 20-book series all the time. And lit RPG is a genre that once you're in, and I'm starting to do it, it's book after book after book. So if you have 365 days and you want to work most of them, lit RPG.
Cool. Robert Ball, how long should the audiobook samples be that go on a person's website?
That's a wonderful question. And the answer is a minute to 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes max. I know 4.5 minutes is as long as anything can be, but no one's going to listen that long. I mean, a commercial demo is a minute long, and they listen to the first second and a half because they're so busy. They're not. They just, they're not. So if you can't grab somebody in the first 10, 15 seconds of your thing, and there's going to be anywhere from 4 to 8 samples or more on your demos, no one's going to listen to 3 minutes. So if you're going to have a demo that shows how good you are at French accents, start it with the French accent, because that's what they're going to hear. They're not going to listen to a minute and a half until Pepe Le Pew shows up. So you need to. So the shorter 1.5, 2 minutes seems reasonable to me. It can be a little longer as long as it's interesting.
Cool.
Yeah. I feel like if they select they need to be aware of their selections. Choose something gripping. You always want them leaving more. Is
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
kind of rule of thumb. Yeah.
And a great demo is one you've done, and they bring you in and say, "Hey, in that book, that demo you did, what happens in that story?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, I love that thing. Yeah, that's what you want.
Let me ask you about the demo. Now, you said a couple of minutes for it. Now, is that 5 or 6 different books we're putting in a 2-minute, 3-minute area, or you mean just a 2-minute section of each book, and then have
Every demo is
demos?
a separate demos for every genre.
Oh, for every genre.
Here's my let's say here the two: fiction, nonfiction. Those are huge, and under these, all these other things. So, like a memoir reads too much like fiction. So don't do a memoir and call it nonfiction, because it's going to read like your fiction. Right. Your nonfiction should be, the exciting world of photosynthesis or the history of the pen.
I guess my question is in the demo itself, I'm just going to call it, phone, beer, cup. Those are my subjects. Those are my books. Am I putting phone demo, beer demo, cup demo, or am I putting phone, beer, cup in one demo?
The former. It's three separate demos.
Separate books for separate demos, all about 2 minutes long.
Yeah. Unlike commercials, it's not one long thing. It's X number of things, and then you slate them on your site by the demo, by the genre. Like on a commercial demo, here's your funny bit, here's your dialogue, here's your serious thing, here's your car ad. You don't slate it; it just happens. You can't do that in audiobooks.
Can you do this? Can you do work that you've actually done and take that and make a sample from it, like a 1-2 minute sample?
Yeah, but my advice is don't take it from the work you've done. If you like that chunk, make a note to yourself, and once you've turned the book in and you've met your deadline, then record that separate as a standalone piece. Because just the same way a monologue for theater is a piece you've taken from the script, but you didn't do anything to get to that point. You didn't act your way to it. You just bounce out and you're there. The same way with this, the demo you do should be standalone. Don't take it out of the book because it'll be a different read. And also, you might want to rewrite that demo a little bit. If there's too much, if you want to do dialogue and there's too much narrative, eliminate the narrative and just stick with the dialogue. You can do that. Right. You can change Charles Dickens if you want. He's dead. He doesn't give a shit. Yeah.
Is cursing okay to have on a sample?
No fucking way. Of course, if the author wrote it, I mean, here's a deal. Oh, fuck, Bob said as he fell headlong into the alligator's mouth or something. That's in the book, but I don't think you want to do a demo about someone, let's say, banging an alligator or the two bears. I don't think, I think you want to be a little smart in what you pick, but if in your demo somebody swears, I think that's okay. But you could even say, caution curse words, but unless you're sending it just to Christian audio, who gives a crap?
Oh my God! Look at that zebra gator, fucking a Bisley.
Great callback, both of you.
Thank you. I have my methods.
What a shit, Dane. Yeah. Okay.
It's a great shit.
That's right. Either way.
I have. It's a Dane Zoo. I have a method that I use when I'm doing animation to stay in character and different things. What do you do to keep in character throughout a book? Especially if you're doing a character like 3 chapters today, and all of a sudden you're gone for 2 days, and you're doing 3 chapters the next day. How do you pick it up? How do you keep it?
The ways to do it are, first off, I make at least I started this way. You used to make a list of the characters, and I do my first impression of the character based on what I just read. And it could be something like, this guy reminds me of Terry Briscoe, or this person is a snooty New England attorney. Then it can be Mayor Quimby or any Kennedy I select. It just depends. What I try to do is cast the characters, cast the book for my own frame of reference. Mm-hmm. Meaning I can use my Uncle Bill, who's a British merchant marine, or I can use Benedict Cumberbatch, or I can use Paul Rudd, or I can use my grandpa, whoever I'd cast it. And so I write a note. And then, because I'm a Luddite, I know every single recording software has bookmarking built in. You can hit a button and bookmark things, but I forget how to do it. So I use my phone. I don't know if I can show this. Wait, get this up by the camera. Wait, here's the camera.
There you go. Yeah, there it is.
So here is a bunch of names. This goes back to 2014 or something. So I write so the book is there. Once I have the voice, I capture it on my phone, because especially in lit RPG, these guys get killed and come back. They come back in book 5 or something. So you've got to have a record of what you do, because people do pay attention. But the voice, it can't be a voice you pick out of the blue. It's a character. Find the character, the voice will come. Don't find the voice, because then you're not being true to the author's truth. You're just playing voices. It's different in cartoons and animation, a little different, because you get to see the little animation thing, see the person moving around, and get a feel for what you think would be the voice, and they hired you for the one you did, so that's the voice. But in this other stuff, there's a world of people you can do, and I would argue that we all know a world of people. Pick one of them.
Gotcha. All right, we're down to about 5 minutes, just so you guys know. Little 5 minutes.
Yeah, something I didn't think about. You actually have to do like efforts in some books, right? Like That's something that I conceptualize only in the video game industry. But like, if people are getting killed in history and books,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you have to do some efforts, right?
I don't know what the word efforts mean. The way you
Efforts
use it.
is
Like,
walking.
ah,
No.
no, you don't.
You don't do like
uh,
heavy breathing or.
Well, I do, but not anything to do with the book. Yeah.
All right, we have about 5
Got
minutes
it.
left. I have 2 questions that I want to do off here. If we could get some quick answers for these, and then we have our speed round for you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Speaking on what you just answered about characters, do you break up characters individually when recording each chapter?
You mean, do I do like all of Frank's lines and then all of Bob's lines and then marry them together?
That's what I'm understanding the question to be. Yeah.
A, I'm not technically advanced enough to know how to do that, and B, why would I do that?
That's an awful lot of work to cut and paste.
Yeah,
and
no,
Frankenstein
because
the whole thing
you know,
together.
if you retell the story, here's 4 people talking. I bet you could do all 4 voices. We'd know there's 4 different people.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
right.
you've done it.
This question is something I ask a lot too. Do you read the book all the way through before you perform it, or do you just go on the fly? I love cold reads. Maybe
Terry
not
knows.
for audiobooks, but I love
Terry knows.
cold reads. Do you
Cold
read the
reads are
book all the way?
wonderful. Cold reads are great if you're auditioning. If you're actually doing a book, of course, you have to read the whole book.
First,
How would yeah, but you can't perform it if I don't know what's happening. How can you tell a joke without knowing the punchline? Also, let's say you just do it cold and you find out your hero, whose voice has been like John Wayne throughout, ends up being like Tiny Tim at the end.
British,
Now you've got to go back and redo the whole book.
That literally
sir.
happened to me.
It
Yep.
happened to you, Terry? I didn't know that.
Read
That's
the
funny.
damn book. Yes, it's not even. Yes, you have to read it. You have to. If you don't want to, then don't do this.
All right, let's do a quick speed round of questions for Johnny. We're going to go one from Grace, one from Terry, back and forth until we get to the end. These are quick, 1, 2, 3 word answers.
And don't worry about the time, because this can take a long time for either one of these guys to make it to the lectern.
Yeah, but I have a hard time walking too, so I have to make it over the TV myself. So, all right, Terry.
Wheel the
Grace.
president's in. Yeah. Okay.
Grace.
Peanut butter, creamy or crunchy?
Crunchy.
Ah, okay.
Favorite author?
Rex Stout.
Date night, dinner and a movie, or putt-putt and drinks?
Dinner in a movie.
Ooh, okay. Lucky Joanna.
Boxers, briefs, or commando? The fuck? I mean, you guys are asking questions.
The first and the last.
Okay. Invisible
straw-
boxers. Cool.
Yeah. Well, it just depends on my mood, or if I'm worried about zipping myself up.
Boxers, briefs, commando, or depends.
No, not
I knew you were going there. I knew you were going.
Well, it really
I knew
depends.
you were
I
going
guess it
there. All right.
depends, he said laughingly. That's it.
Who's ever next? Go.
Astrology.
IPAs.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
go ahead.
Terry.
IPAs, great or disgusting?
Great.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
It's beer.
Astrology, BS, or is there something to it?
Horseshit.
Not even bullshit, it's
Sports.
horseshit. It's a combination of horse and bullshit. It's a bullshit.
Sports teams. Sports. Do you like them? And if so, who's your teams?
Chicago Cubs baseball.
Yes.
And of course the
Go
Bears. And the Bears.
Cubs.
And I don't follow. Football and baseball is the only thing I know.
Go
Very
Bears.
cool.
Go Cubs.
Yeah.
Vacation,
Patriots, go
beach, or
Sox.
mountains?
Mountains.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, cool. Very good. You pass. I'll allow it.
I'll
What about you,
allow it.
Terry?
I don't like the beach. You get sand all over your stuff.
Yeah.
I met a girl at the beach. Her name was Sandy Bottom.
No, don't.
All right. This guy.
hard to believe your comedy career ended. It's crazy. Yeah.
The king of
Okay.
low-hanging fruit.
The reason
gonna-
I got
we're
into radio was because I got sick of not hearing the people not laugh.
That's right. Hey, is this thing on?
Yeah. I have a laugh track now. It's like, but I'm bumped. So, all right. We all good?
Oh.
You guys all good?
Yeah, we're
Nope.
good.
One more
Let's
question.
All right.
One more
All right,
question.
One more. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
go,
Terry.
Terry.
Let's open the can of worms. Do you ever see yourself making an AI voice?
No.
Thank you. That's all we're going
Thank
to
you.
get into that right now. Yeah. Because I want to watch the old men fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Johnny, thank you so much, buddy. I
Love to come back whenever you want. Had a great time.
You know, we'd
Very
love to have
cool.
you come
Thank you
back
so
on.
much.
Maybe we'll do a workshop with your first quarter next year or something, and we'll get you back. You are now officially a member of the TMI community. So,
Oh,
Yay.
yeah.
thank you, sir. Guys, put your
Dream
hands
come
together
true.
for him. The one, the only, Johnny Heller. Thank you, Johnny.
Love
right.
you so much. Thanks for being here.
Thanks. Nice to see
Thanks,
you.
Johnny.
Okay,
Go get
everybody.
seeing
your
you.
shots. Go get your
Okay.
shots and your gummies together. It starts in 5
Lady.
minutes.
Later.
Let's
All
do it.
right. Time to watch the damn. Who's debating again? Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
What's a president? Man, that was a
Okay.
shitload of fun. That really was. We have a lot of people
It's
saying
so
thank
fun.
you. This was great. Thanks, Johnny.
He's the
Thanks,
best.
Johnny. Thanks, Johnny and TMI crew. Bev Standing. Thanks. Great getting to know you guys. So yeah, I mean, this is a great show.
Yeah, you guys do a great job. It's wonderful.
The hell did that come
thank
from?
Oh, God.
I thought we got rid of him. Jesus
No,
Christ,
I'm
he's
still here listening
everywhere.
to you. Yeah, I'll leave now. But
That's
thanks
all
so
right,
much for
Johnny.
having me.
You
Seriously,
can hang on, buddy.
Hi.
No
No,
worries.
I'm gonna go. I gotta.
All right.
Hi, y'all.
So congratulations to Jono,
Yeah.
Johnny Eubanks, and to Andy Parkin, our TMI scholarship for One Voice winners. Will be contacting you, or I'll be contacting you tomorrow, if I remember. Funny story. I just got to tell this real quick. I was with Kristen Piva. We're doing something I'm complaining about. I can't remember shit. Terry, we've had this conversation. She said, "Get that ginkgo biloba stuff," and I'm like, "Okay." And I made a joke saying I always forget to order it as a joke. She said, "Do it now. It's on Amazon." So I did. Package shows up today. Wife goes, "Did you order Amazon?" I didn't order anything from Amazon. I go, "That's not for me." She's like, "It's
Oh.
yours." I go, "No, I didn't order anything. It has your name on it. I swear to
Let me
God, I
open
didn't order anything." She opens it up and she goes, "It's ginkgo biloba." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot."
Oh man. Yeah.
And it was true.
My life.
It,
Mhm.
it wasn't a bit, it just happened
Yeah.
that way. Anyhow, 2 weeks from today, J. Michael Collins will be on here when we talk about what's happening with him. We're going to announce a political workshop with him coming up in September. If you want to get the jump on tickets, they are available on our website, themicrophoneinsider.com right now. And then a month, 4 weeks from today, Christmas in July, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen.
It's going to
Jim
happen.
said y'all. I'm rubbing
I did
off on
say
you a
y'all.
little bit.
Every now
Yeah.
and then,
Y'all. I love it.
sometimes I say you all y'all, but yeah. All right,
All the
y'all get
bases are
out of here.
covered.
Y'all get
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
here.
yeah.
3
Bye,
minutes
guys.
till 3 minutes till old Manageddon. Enjoy
See
the
you
Yay!
Let me hit the outro here. Dun, 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 dun.